Hello, good morning, Instagram. I haven't been live here for the longest time, and I can see actually that I didn't pick a great time to do this. There's not many people active this morning, but that's okay because the right people that need to see this and hear this will definitely hear this and see this. So, good morning, who's there? Oh, here we go. We've got some people logging in. Good morning, Kerry. Hello, my love. So nice to see you. Ariana, good morning. Hello. It feels funny being on the gram. So, there's been a development. And I'm excited to share it with you. Good morning, Alice. Good morning. So, most of you that are live with me already know that I am, for the benefit of the people that, little Lisa, oh, hey, little Lisa. For those of you that don't know, and for the benefit of the people that haven't been following this video diary, this is day 3 today, and they've not all been done on Instagram, so I've purposely made a point of spreading the love so that everybody that needs to hear this can benefit. So day 1 was on my Facebook personal profile, day 2 was on my business page, day 3 I'm here. If you want to go and follow me in those places, tomorrow it's probably going to be LinkedIn, then please do. But if not, and you're like, I just want it all in one place, Michelle, give it to me in one place, then just drop a in one place please in the comments. Just say in one place please in the comments, and one of the team will send you a link to register for these video diaries. Good morning, Sherilyn. On email, so they'll all get emailed out to you every single day, and you don't need to worry about being here live. But if you want to be here live, then go and check me out on all those other social media hangouts so that we can connect there too. So what am I talking about? Why am I here? Well, at the start of the year, I set a humongous goal that was well out of my comfort zone and absolutely scary and terrifying and exhilarating and thrilling all at the same time, exactly how it should feel, right? And that goal was to go from doing in business around 100 to 200,000 a month to $1 million a month. But it's about the impact, and this is what I've been talking about for the last 3 days. It's about the impact that will create the ripple effect. And I've had many conversations with myself, with the divine, with James, with my team about, come on, how are we gonna create a bigger impact? How are we gonna help more people? And that was when our new project, brand, concept was born as a seed of an idea, but hasn't quite been birthed into the physical yet, and we're still in the background figuring all of that out. But we're going to be working as a team in a way we've never done before. We're going to be helping people in a way that we never have before. We're breaking so many rules with this as a coaching brand. It shouldn't be possible what we're about to do, but we're going to make it possible. And I've been vlogging the journey of launching something so big, so different, so out of a comfort zone, and 10x in everything, and how that feels, and the highs and the lows and everything in between. And it's really quite challenging for me to do this because I'm having to share as I'm learning, as I'm growing, when things aren't perfect. Whereas normally, it would be a case of, this is what we did, guys, this is how we did it, these were the lessons in hindsight, when we've all got it sussed, when it feels safe. Sharing in this way feels really, really, really vulnerable. And I'm not going to lie to you, I woke up this morning again with a vulnerability hangover. Who knows what I'm talking about when I say vulnerability hangover? When you've done something big and scary and exhilarating and thrilling and something you need to do, and then the next day you're like, oh God, it almost feels like, when you wake up in the morning after a real hangover and you're like, what did I say? What did I say that? You were a bit too pissed the night before and you probably opened your mouth in ways that you shouldn't. It feels a little bit like that, but you haven't had a drop of alcohol and you want to withdraw. So whenever we're expanding, we're always fighting the urge to withdraw. Always remember that, whether you're expanding from 0 to 1,000 in a month and first earning money in business and taking your first steps, whether you're expanding in another way, in a larger way, whenever you're expanding, you're always resisting the urge to pull back and detract. And that's okay, that's normal, it's totally normal. But we don't pull back, we continue to push through, and we just have the awareness of, this is a vulnerability hangover, this is how it's meant to feel. This means I'm operating in the right zone, the zone of growth, the zone of achievement, the zone of expansion. And that's okay. This is how it should feel. Let's not worry about it. Let's not sit with it for too long. Let's not let it change our behaviours. Let's push through it, because at some point where I'm operating in the way I'm operating is going to become really comfortable. And at that point, I'm going to be in the next level of success. And that's ultimately what we want, right? So that's how I've been feeling over the last few days. Now, yesterday I shared with you that I was having a meeting. And this is the kind of development and the news that I've got. So I was having a meeting with my systems manager, the guy, the whiz, the genius that makes all of this stuff in my head functional in a way where people can receive it. You know, he creates the funnels, he's the tech guy, he's amazing. And I love working with him. And we sat down yesterday to talk about how we were going to put the launch of this new concept, this new brand, this new movement in play from a technology point of view. What's the plan? And on that call, we decided, look, this has to be a live class. I need to do a live class with you guys. I need to walk you through the journey that I've been on to get to this point of starting this movement. And I want to share and reveal what the movement is and how it impacts you, because you're in my world, in a live class. Nothing other than live will do. I can't pre-record this. I need you to feel how I feel in the moment when I'm feeling it. I need to be able to reach through the screen and touch you in places that that sounded wrong, didn't it? But touch you in a way where you feel that you have an insatiable hunger for the next level of success. You feel unstoppable in every single way. Like, that's what I want for you when you leave this live class. I want you to understand my vision for the movement, and how when you come with me in the process of impacting the world the way that I think this next level will, I know this next level will, that you feel it. So a live class was the only way. So he's like, right, okay, so we need to be live. You want it to be a webinar? I was like, yes, absolutely. I just want to sit with people with a glass of wine, and I want to celebrate the big reveal of this. And I want everybody that wants to be there, I want them to be able to be there. I don't want any capacity on the live webinar. I want it to be available on replay if people can't catch it. I don't want any, like, you know, sneaky, this is live but it's not live, any of that bullshit. I just want it to be really, really, really real. And he's like, okay. And then his question was, when do you want to do it? And I was like, well, I'm kind of breaking all the rules at the minute. And I started to explain to him that, thank you, Nicola, that's a lovely, lovely thing to say. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm breaking all the rules because here's why. Not just because I've decided to be a rebel, because I've always been one, like you probably, but because when you're leveling up in such a big way, you have to question everything that you believe to be true, because your beliefs, as they are, restrict you and hold you in the place that you're in. They are responsible. Your current thinking, way of being is responsible for your reality as it is. So if you're going to the next level, then you have to be prepared and expect to question everything that has created the reality that you're in, so that you can move through that and to the next space that's meant for you. So that means, like, everything, questioning everything. So how would I normally operate? If I was normally going to launch something, how would I do it? I'd set a goal, a deadline for the launch. I'd do this. But I'm questioning everything, because this is bigger, greater than anything we've done before. Therefore, I need to question every single piece of the puzzle. I can't just rinse and repeat what I've always done, because I'll get what I've always got. That's the definition of insanity. So what I've been playing with is the idea of, what if I just focus on energy, just the way I feel and the way I make other people feel? Because I know that when I focus with my clients, the private clients that I work with, like, closely, when I just help them, put them in a space where they feel fucking insanely unstoppable, anything's possible for them. If I throw strategy at them and get all stuck in the process and masculine, they might know a lot of stuff, but it doesn't mean they are who they want to be. It doesn't mean they feel how they need to feel. It doesn't mean they do what they need to do, because they just know a lot of stuff. And I know that to be true. So I'm like, what if we just focus on the energy? We drop the process, we drop the rules. I'm questioning everything. I'm questioning, should I set a launch date, or should I just do it when it feels good to do it? And when the energy feels right and I feel good and people want it. And my systems manager's going, so am I working to a deadline? And you could see he was like, this is new, because we never work like this. And I could see the internal struggle in him. And I'm thinking, oh, I hear you, because you got to plan your life. Let's be realistic. If we fly by the seat of our pants on everything, just because I'm questioning everything, by the way, doesn't mean I'm changing everything. It means I'm prepared to. I'm prepared to change anything that needs to be changed. But the first step is questioning it. And after having a backwards and forwards with him, he was like, I would love a deadline. I would love to know when you want to launch this so I can get it right for you, so I can be on time for you. Because what if we're not in sync? What if you're like vibing to get it launched tomorrow and I'm like, I can't now. And this is a valid point. So I was like, you're absolutely right. And I think the one thing we need to stick with here is the fact that we pin a deadline on it. And he's like, right, so what are we going for? And I just, you know what feels really good? What feels really good is the 11th of February. And he's like, okay, let's rock. So on the 11th of February, save the date. You heard it here first. I'm so excited and terrified. So on the 11th of February, Thursday, the 11th of February, 7:30 UK time, 8:30 if you're in Central Europe. If you're somewhere else, I don't know. You'll have to have a look at the time difference. 7:30 p.m. The big reveal. Write it down. Get it in your diary. Live class with me. Free, of course. I've got some fucking epic, almost like what's going to feel like sorcery, business sorcery to share with you. Last night, I was up working, which didn't feel like work, might I add. And again, breaking the rules, because there was a part of me that was like, come on, you've been creating all day, you've been buzzing around all day, like surely it should be time to relax now, read a book, watch TV, do something else. But it felt good. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm too excited. I'm too excited because it actually physically feels like you're birthing something when you're that excited. Now, the old me that's not in this space of this level of success would have gone, yeah, you need to, I would have forced myself to take time out. My mind would still have been busy. I'd have been sat there thinking, potentially, waiting to do something, but I'd have pulled back. I'm like, what if excitement's okay? What if it's okay to be really, really excited? What about if excitement is the fuel of success? And what about if I can continue to create because it's feeling good? And James is right there with me, like we are such a team. So he's like eager to create. He's like, what next? What if we just go with this because it feels good? What if that's the only rule? So we did. So last night I put pen to paper. I'm like, right, so how are we going to reveal this fucking awesomeness to the world? And started writing, and it just flew out of me, like literally like from somewhere else. You can almost feel it in and out, just flying onto the paper. And that was it. Live class created. Amazing training that I'm going to share with you on that live class on the 11th of February that's about deep, insatiable hunger and how to develop it. Not short-lived hunger that disappears and 1 minute you're high and the next minute you're low, but long-lasting, deep, insatiable hunger for success, where you feel like there is no barrier too big. There is no struggle too great. You will break down everything to achieve the things that are important to you. With no dream board, with no vision board, breaking all the rules, no morning routine if you don't want one, breaking all of those paradigms and rules and things that have been forced down our throat of having to be true for everybody and are true for not everybody, actually. They're true for some people and not all. Breaking down all of that on the 11th of February. And then at the end of that training, when you are like, charged, I'm ready to make 2021 as epic as it can be, I'm going to reveal what we've been working on and how this movement that we've been working on is going to just change the face of entrepreneurship and spirituality combined. Like literally, that's bold, I know, but I believe that. I believe it in every fibre of my being because it is literally divinely given. So 11th of February, 7:30 p.m. UK or 8:30 if you're in Central Europe. Save the date now. I haven't got links, landing page for you to register or anything yet. It's all a work in progress, but I just wanted to get that out there so you've got the date. And here's a funny story for you to end the day on. I have a thing about putting pen to paper, right? If I put pen to paper, things flow out of me. It's my way of channeling. I can be in the most confused state, overwhelmed state, and it will all just rearrange itself perfectly in order if I've got pen and paper. When it comes to writing my book or anything like that, it has to be on paper. I've got news on that as well, but it's on the cusp of me being able to share that with you. A big goal of mine that I've been wanting for a long time that I'm about to achieve. But so I was writing obviously last night, and I looked up and I was like, James, have you ordered my new Remarkable thing? Because I've been seeing this ad. Has anybody seen it? All these ads for this, like a tablet. It's called Remarkable. And it's the happy place between being able to put pen to paper and still having the ability to turn it into typed copy, send it to people, manuscript, etc. It's an absolute dream for me, because if I sit to type, nothing flows. I don't know why, it's just the way I am. Anybody else on here the same as me? That would be interesting to know. Who can relate to that? Comment and let me know if you can relate to that, or maybe you're the other way round. So speaking to a publisher yesterday who said to me she's the opposite. She can't put pen to paper, but if she types, it flows out. Weird, but that's the way I am. So everything takes longer because I have to write it, and then I can't just send the paper in the post to my team or start taking pictures, and cause sometimes it's just scribbles. I have to type it up. Nightmare. Sometimes I dictate because I hate typing that much. So I really wanted this Remarkable. It's been on order for a week or so, I thought. And I've been saying to the publisher yesterday, this Remarkable's amazing. James ordered it for me the other day on Amazon. It should be here soon. And it was only 15 quid. And she's like, £15? Is that all it is? I was like, yeah. Because he'd said to me when he ordered it, oh, it was only £15. I've got that on order for you. And I was thinking, maybe it's not very good then. That's a lesson, isn't it? About your prices, business women. That's what people think of you if they're too low. So I thought it was on order. I told this publisher about it yesterday. Remarkable, 15 quid. Last night, an ad came up on my Facebook that prompted me to say, like, where is it? When's it coming? And he's like, oh, it should be here on Monday. Started watching all the videos on it. I'm like, oh my God, this is truly remarkable. Like, you can see why they call it that. But how can it only be 15 quid? So I clicked the buy now button on the ad, and it's like 400 or 500 quid. I was like, James, what have you ordered? He's ordered a case for it on Amazon. He ordered the Remarkable 2 cover, the case, but not the freaking device. So I had to order it last night. Nana. So it was on its way. Look, when it arrives, don't worry, you'll be hearing all about it, and if it's worth its purchase. I'm so excited to get it, and I just thought I'd leave you with that funny little story. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Mwah. How do I turn it off? I'll never go live on Instagram.